Cats are everywhere in our lives, aren't they? These elegant, enigmatic creatures seem to glide through our homes with an air of quiet confidence. Whether they're lounging in a sunny spot, chasing an invisible speck of dust, or giving you that slow, deliberate blink that feels like a secret handshake, cats have a way of captivating us. But have you ever wondered why? What is it about cats that makes them so special, so otherworldly? From ancient times to today, cats have been a source of fascination and mystery. They've been our companions, protectors, and sometimes even feared symbols of the unknown. In this video, we're diving into the mystical world of cats, exploring their role in history, spirituality, and the supernatural. So grab a cozy spot, maybe even your cat if they'll allow it, and let's unravel the secrets of these mesmerizing beings. Imagine a world where cats are not just pets, but divine beings, where their every move is watched with reverence and awe. That was ancient Egypt, a civilization that took their love of cats to celestial heights. Here, cats were more than just animals. They were protectors, symbols of divine power, and even embodiments of gods. The story of cats in ancient Egypt begins with Bastet, the lioness-turned-cat goddess who represented home, fertility, and protection. Bastet was depicted as a woman with the head of a lioness or domestic cat, her serene gaze symbolizing peace and prosperity. Temples dedicated to Bastet were filled with statues of cats, and her festivals were joyous celebrations of music, dance, and feasting. People would present offerings to Bastet, including beautifully carved cat figurines, hoping to earn her favor and protection. But why were cats so revered in Egypt? One reason lies in their practicality. Cats were natural hunters, keeping homes and granaries free from rats and snakes. This ability to protect resources was seen as a divine gift, and in return, humans offered them unparalleled respect. Killing a cat, even accidentally, was considered a crime so severe that it could result in the death penalty. Herodotus, the ancient Greek historian, wrote about how Egyptians mourned their cats, shaving their eyebrows as a sign of grief. Cats weren't just protectors of the physical realm, they were also guardians of the spiritual world. Egyptians believed that cats had a unique connection to the divine, their piercing eyes said to reflect the light of the sun god Ra. Some even thought cats could communicate with the gods or serve as guides for souls transitioning to the afterlife. This belief was so strong that many cats were mummified and buried with their owners to accompany them in the next world. And it wasn't just Egypt. In ancient China, cats were cherished as symbols of good fortune and guardians of harmony. They were often depicted in art and folklore as protectors against evil spirits and bringers of prosperity. Chinese farmers, like the Egyptians, valued cats for their ability to safeguard crops, but they also saw them as mystical beings capable of warding off misfortune. In Norse mythology, cats held a place of honor as well. The goddess Freyja, associated with love, fertility, and magic, rode a chariot pulled by two large cats. These cats were said to be gifts from Thor, the god of thunder, symbolizing strength and protection. Freyja's cats were so revered that farmers would leave offerings for them, believing it would ensure a bountiful harvest. Even in early Japanese culture, cats were seen as spiritual protectors. The maneki neko, or beckoning cat, originated from these early beliefs. This iconic figure, often seen in shops and homes, is a talisman for good luck and prosperity, its raised paw said to invite fortune and happiness. What unites all these ancient beliefs is the idea that cats are not just animals, but mystical beings straddling the line between the physical and spiritual realm. Their agility, independence, and enigmatic nature made them symbols of mystery and magic, revered, and sometimes even So, the next time you see your cat lounging with an air of quiet majesty or staring into a corner as if they're seeing something you can't, remember, they come from a lineage of divine messenger and mystical guardians. Perhaps they know something we don't. Perhaps they're watching over us in ways we'll never fully understand. But one thing is certain, the ancient world's fascination with cats lives on, and their mysteries continue to captivate us to this day. Fast forward to the Middle Ages, and the perception of cats took a dark and sinister turn. In Europe, cats became entangled in the fears and superstitions of the time, often seen as agents of evil rather than divine protectors. Black cats, in particular, were thought to be familiars of witches, aiding them in casting spells or even serving as vessels for malevolent spirits. The fear surrounding cats reached its peak during the infamous witch hunts of the 14th to 17th centuries. Cats, especially black ones, were accused of being demonic accomplices and suffered brutal persecution alongside their human companions. Stories spread of witches transforming into cats to evade capture, further fueling the paranoia. Villagers would conduct cat trials, subjecting these animals to inhumane tests to prove their supposed connection to dark forces. But why this sudden fear? Some historians believe it was rooted in the cat's nocturnal habits and their eerie, glowing eyes that seemed to pierce the darkness. Others point to their independent nature, which clashed with the era's rigid social hierarchies. The Church, seeking to eliminate pagan practices, often associated cats with old-world rituals, branding them as tools of heretics. The vilification of cats had disastrous consequences. The mass killing of cats in Europe may have inadvertently worsened the spread of the Black Death. As the rat population and with it, the plague exploded in their absence. It's a grim irony. The very creatures capable of controlling the disease's carriers were themselves victims of human ignorance. Yet, even in this era of darkness, cats retained a glimmer of their mystery. Some secret societies and mystical traditions revered them, seeing beyond the superstitions to their true nature as guardians of balance and mystery. Could it be that the cats themselves sensed the shifting tides of belief, retreating into the shadows to survive? Perhaps their mysterious demeanor was a form of self-preservation, a way to remain enigmatic and untouchable. Even today, remnants of these fears linger. Black cats are still considered omens of bad luck in some cultures, while others view them as symbols of protection and mystery. The Dark Ages may have cast a shadow over the cat's reputation, but their resilience ensured that their story didn't end there. When it comes to religious traditions, cats have often walked the fine line between reverence and suspicion, embodying qualities that seem both divine and enigmatic. Their silent grace, penetrating eyes, and seemingly intuitive behavior have woven them into the spiritual fabric of numerous cultures, each casting them in a unique light. In Islamic tradition, cats occupy an esteemed position. It is said that the Prophet Muhammad had a profound affection for them. One story often recounted in Muslim culture tells of the Prophet cutting off a piece of his robe rather than disturbing his sleeping cat Mu'ezzah. Cats are considered clean animals, their presence even welcomed in mosques. This high regard may stem from the belief that cats possess an innate purity, their quiet demeanor aligning with the tranquility sought in spiritual spaces. Contrast this with Christianity, where cats have experienced a more tumultuous history. During the Middle Ages, as fear and superstition flourished, cats, especially black ones, were often associated with witches and the devil. Their nocturnal habits and glowing eyes in the dark made them seem otherworldly, aligning them with the supernatural in the minds of an increasingly fearful populace. Yet, not all Christian tales cast cats in a sinister. One touching legend speaks of a tabby cat comforting the baby Jesus in the manger. Its distinctive forehead markings said to be a blessing from the Virgin Mary herself. Hindu and Buddhist traditions, meanwhile, often celebrate the cat's independence and grace. In Hindu folklore, cats are sometimes depicted as spiritual observers, their watchful eyes taking in the karmic balance of the world. In Buddhist teachings, cats' meditative posture and calm demeanor embody the peace and mindfulness sought by practitioners. In Japan, the Maneki Neko, or beckoning cat, has become a cultural icon of good fortune, its raised paw inviting prosperity and luck into homes and business. The mystical connection of cats to spirituality becomes even more apparent in ancient Celtic and Norse tradition. The Celts believed that cats were guardians of the otherworld, their mysterious behavior hinting at a deeper connection to unseen realms. In Norse mythology, The goddess Freyja, deity of love, fertility, and magic, rode a chariot pulled by two large, powerful cats. Farmers would leave offerings for these divine felines, believing their favor would bring a bountiful harvest. But why this recurring spiritual significance? Perhaps it's their ability to observe and remain detached, their inscrutable expressions hinting at knowledge beyond human comprehension. Perhaps it's their dual nature, playful and predatory, affectionate and aloof, that mirrors the dualities within. Whatever the reason, cats continue to occupy a sacred, if enigmatic, place in the collective spiritual consciousness. Few creatures inspire as much intrigue in the realm of the supernatural as cats. From their silent, shadowy movements to their uncanny ability to sense things beyond human perception, cats have long been regarded as mediators between this world and the next. Their behavior, staring intently at empty corners, reacting to unseen forces, feeds the idea that they possess a heightened connection to the supernatural. In folklore, cats are often depicted as travelers between realms. Some cultures believe that cats can guide souls to the afterlife. In Japan, the Bakeniko, or transforming cat, is a supernatural creature capable of shape-shifting. These tales emphasize the feline's uncanny ability to traverse boundaries not just between life and death, but between the natural and the mystical. Ancient Egyptians believed that cats had a protective role in both the physical and spiritual realms. Their goddess Bastet, often depicted as a lioness or domestic cat, was seen as a fierce guardian of the home and a protector against malevolent spirits. Egyptians also believed that cats could ward off the evil eye and other curses, their presence serving as a shield against dark forces. In European witchcraft lore, cats were thought to be familiars, companions to witches who aided them in casting spells and communing with spirits. The black cat, in particular, became a symbol of witchcraft, its sleek form and nocturnal habits making it an ideal candidate for supernatural association. During the height of the witch trials, many cats were persecuted alongside their human companions, further cementing their connection to the arcane. Even today, stories persist of cats acting as spiritual protectors. Many cat owners report their pets behaving strangely during moments of heightened emotion or unexplained phenomena, as if they're aware of presences invisible to the human eye. Some believe that when a cat stares intently into a corner or meows at nothing, they're seeing spirits or entities from another dimension. Others claim that cats can absorb negative energy, protecting their owners from harm. Science, of course, offers explanations for much of this behavior. A cat's keen senses allow them to detect sounds, movements, and even sense that humans cannot. But does that fully account for their eerie awareness? Or is there something more at play? Their eyes, glowing like twin moons in the darkness, seem to hold secrets we may never fully understand. Cats' role in the supernatural isn't confined to the past. Modern occult practices often incorporate cats as symbols of intuition and mystery. Tarot decks frequently include feline imagery, and witches today still speak of their cats as companions in both magic and meditation. Perhaps the most enduring aspect of the cat's supernatural reputation is its ability to spark curiosity and wonder. Are they mere animals, or are they something more? Guardians of unseen realms, messengers of the divine, or simply enigmatic beings that remind us of the mysteries still left to explore. Cats continue to hold their place as one of the most fascinating creatures to ever walk beside us. So, what is it about cats that makes them so captivating? Is it their beauty, their independence, or the aura of mystery that surrounds them? Perhaps it's all of these things and more. Cats have been our companions, protectors, and symbols of the unknown for thousands of years. They've walked with us through history, leaving paw prints on the sands of time and in the corners of our hearts. The next time your cat curls up beside you or stares into the distance with those hauntingly beautiful eyes, remember, you're sharing your life with a creature that's been revered, feared, and adored across cultures and centuries. And who knows, maybe they're keeping a secret or two just for themselves. And there you have it, the extraordinary journey of cats through time, mystery, and belief. From their divine reverence in ancient civilizations to their misunderstood role in the Dark Ages, their sacred place in religious traditions, and their undeniable connection to the supernatural, cats have been and continue to be enigmatic companions in our lives. But their story doesn't end here. Even today, cats watch over us with those all-knowing eyes, reminding us that perhaps there's more to this world than meets the eye. Are they mere animals? Or are they guardians of secrets we're only beginning to uncover? Thank you for joining us on this fascinating exploration. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, share this video with fellow cat lovers, and hit that subscribe button for more intriguing tales and mysteries. Have a story about your cat's strange behavior or an eerie encounter you'd like to share? Drop it in the comments, we'd love to hear it. Until next time, keep an eye on the shadows, because you never know when a cat might be watching you, quietly keeping its secrets. See you in the next video.